Let me talk about the concept of goods. Now, what are goods? Items that satisfy human wants or needs. Why am I doing goods? Because no matter what you read, whichever chapter you're going to talk about, you can't think of anything without goods. And if you just think of anything, like if you're talking about costs, you're talking about demand, supply, and microeconomics, and macro, if you're talking about you're talking about gross domestic product, anything, you just name it, and without goods, we cannot think of anything. So that is why it is so important. But most important thing is that the goods have we have a special treatment. The way we talk about goods is a little different from what we do in our normal parlance. Like, let's just talk about the characteristics of goods. They are tangible, or tangible means physically you can see them. Intangible are the services. Also, goods, they provide satisfaction to the consumers. So the utility that it gives, so that's the satisfaction that you get while using those goods. And many goods are scarce in relation to their demand. So scarcity is there, they are scarce. And if it is so, then that becomes economic goods. Now, we'll be talking about that also. Now, what are economic goods? Anything to do with you're going to make a payment for it. So that is economic good. And then there is something, now that you're talking about scarcity, based on that, there is something known as non-economic good, which are free gifts of nature. They are abundant. So talking about abundance, then they are comparative abundance, because perhaps at some specific areas there's no water. The water is not there, so then what it becomes? It becomes as an economic good. You have to maybe get them through pipes, or you got to bring them through trucks or whatever. Then goods are also classified on the basis of the length of time. So if you're talking about, so in that case we talk about the durable goods and the non-durable goods. So that is durable goods are, that means they have a long life. Non-durable are the perishable goods. So that is there. And and then again, it's on the, we also can classify goods on the basis of end use classification. So what is the purpose of the good? So on that, if you take on that scale, or if you measure it on that the end use classification, then you can mark them as consumer goods, intermediate goods, and capital goods. So then when you're talking about what are intermediate goods, now that's a little, it niggles you. You just don't understand what is intermediate good. Now, intermediate goods are those goods which are used to make a final product. The final product can be a capital good or a consumer good, whatever. So intermediate goods are those when you're making a good, when you're making a final product, that could be a consumer good or a capital good or a producer good, you need a lot of goods to make that. Like, let's take an example of a consumer good. If let's just take bread. Now, let's take the final product as a consumer good or a capital good. Of course, we'll take it as a consumer good. So what is used in that? So it uses goods like yeast, sugar, salt, emulsifying, say fats, and then wheat flour, and all that. With that recipe, you use that machines which are there again, which are again goods, and then comes out the final product as a consumer good. So goods are like that, and in the next class I'm going to talk about each of these what we have classified. So once again, please make a note. Goods, they are, in economics we sort of learn, we come across goods as based on their characteristics. If they are tangible or intangible, that means tangible means physical, the goods that can be touched, seen, and services which are not, then we come across based on scarcity, which are economic and non-economic goods, free gifts of nature, and then classified on the basis of length of time, durable, non-durable, and of course the end-use classification of goods. So just go through, make a note, read your chapter, and you're good to go.